We're live. Okay, here we are. We are in week 9. That's it. I mean, we're already halfway through the semester. Today we start chapter 7. Now, chapter 7 is on cellular respiration. Now, this has been the bane of the existence for many biology students because they've been forced to memorize this thing called the Krebs cycle. We're not going to do that. The Krebs cycle is also known as the citric acid cycle. We don't have to do that here. But cellular respiration is really important, and we think, oh, why am I going to learn this? I don't need to know this for what I'm doing. But it's at the heart of what biology is all about for this class, because cellular respiration is how we take in energy from our environment, like the pizza that I just had for lunch, and how we take the energy that's stored in the food and convert that to ATP. And basically, every single living organism on this planet has to convert chemical energy or even light energy to ATP that can be used. And ATP is this energy-rich molecule. So if you've ever been working out really hard and you're bench pressing a lot of weight, and then after about 8 or 9 reps, it sticks to your chest, well, you've run out of ATP to make your muscles contract, and you get up and you're winded as your body tries to get more oxygen to your muscles to rebuild all of that ATP. So cellular respiration is at the heart of our metabolism for our bodies. It's how we make ATP and how we convert energy. So we're gonna talk about redox reactions in this chapter. We're gonna talk about organelles that we learned in chapter 5, and we're gonna learn about cellular membranes and facilitated active transport, because all of these things matter for cellular respiration. I mean, we're gonna take all of these ideas that we've learned so far this semester, and we're gonna tie them up into cellular respiration. And I hope you guys enjoy it and just feel honored that you get to learn something like cellular respiration, because man, I mean, the life on this planet existed for 4 billion years before we ever figured this stuff out, right? I mean, it took humans a long time to do this. And you're also going to find out that when it comes to cellular respiration, the process of something called chemiosmosis, which is where we make the vast majority of our ATP. Chemiosmosis is the secret to life. And I really hope that as you read through this chapter, you understand how important that is. Now, of course, inside of eukaryotic cells, which are the cells that make up our body, we're all eukaryotes, we have organelles, and we have one special organelle called a mitochondria. And a lot of you go, mitochondria, powerhouse of the cell. And that's absolutely right. It is the powerhouse of the cell. And if you're an active runner or swimmer or an endurance athlete, you might have thousands of mitochondria inside of a single muscle. And in fact, about 10% of your body weight is mitochondria. That's pretty amazing. And as you learned in the last chapter, mitochondria are very important for other things besides just making energy as well, including they're involved with fertility. Like if your mitochondria don't match up with the mom very well, you might be infertile. They're also involved with aging as well. So there's a lot to learn about mitochondria, which is, like I said, my favorite organelle. Now, we just finished up our second test. The class average was a 52. Not that great. I've had a few students come by and basically talk to me about what they're doing wrong in the class, and I've asked a few questions. And almost without fail, the biggest problem I see is people are not getting down the foundational knowledge. We're not learning the basic vocabulary words, and if you don't get the basic vocabulary words down, you're not going to do well in this course at all. And as is seen by the first 2 tests. As my daughter over there, she's take your daughter to work today. Her mom had to work. She's a snake wrangler on a movie set. So at any rate, you got to start with just memorizing all of these terms, right? So if I say glycolysis, you need to know immediately that glycolysis is this process that takes place inside of the cytoplasm of a cell, and it splits glucose molecules into 2 other smaller molecules called pyruvates. So you need to know these things. Get them down cold, because like I said, without that, you can't do well on these tests. I've also noticed that I don't think you guys watch the videos very much. Well, I hope you're at least going to Khan Academy. Lily Pad, it's okay. I hope you're at least going to other websites and watching it. And I've also had some other students say, hey, what can I do to improve my scores and understand this material better? And they want to come in and talk to me. And I've said, hey, bring your practice questions. And basically no response, which means nobody's working the practice problems. Nobody's watching the videos. Hey, my videos are okay, but I mean, I hope you're going somewhere to watch them. You got to immerse yourself into this class you got to study every single day or you're just not going to do well. The other thing also is I've noticed we do the back assignments. I got to get all those grades up for you, but maybe half the class is doing them. Those are basically 10 free points just for doing it. And also the quizzes. Not everybody's completing the quizzes and the science and digital literacy. Only 2/3 of the class completes that. A lot of these assignments, I know we start thinking, oh, they're menial, but they're not. They actually help you learn the material, get you engaged with science and some science literacy, which is something we need to know more about, because 20% of the class often gets the science literacy wrong. So there's a learning, people are learning there. But, I set the class up so that you could do these other things, so that if you totally did poorly on the test, you still had a chance at passing, the class. But if you don't do any of it, you're not going to pass the class very nicely or very easily. So you gotta stay on it. Now we're halfway through. Pedal to the metal. I mean, let's keep going here. And some of you are doing really, really, really well. But the problem is only like 30% of you guys have actually completed all the assignments. And like I said, just by completing the assignments, you're halfway there to getting a passing grade. I mean, you're almost there. So, regather, recoup. Come on, let's get this together and let's do well in this class and let's get these assignments done. I'm here to help you out. When I did the review, I only had 2 questions. Come on, guys, I'm here to help you. And I know you're not learning the material very well, so let me help you learn it, utilize some resources, and put the time into it. Like I said, just because it's online doesn't mean it's easy, as you're finding out. This class requires some effort. Okay, well, that's it for this week. Oh, yeah, I'll do another video on some of the science and digital literacy and your back questions in a little bit. And I'll let you know when I'm going to go live. But we'll do another review. I strongly encourage you guys to hit me up in these reviews and send me questions that I can answer for you. Okay, well, good luck this week, and enjoy learning about cellular respiration. I mean, that is one of my favorite things in biology. Okay, goodbye.